Welcome to the English Doc channel, where you will learn to speak English like an English doc. In this lesson, we will be looking at the distinguishing mark of a native speaker when it comes to speaking and writing articles, and that is understanding and correctly using verbs with prepositions and particles. Maybe you have always considered these verbs to be a stumbling block and have preferred to avoid them. But by following this channel week by week, you can turn the stumbling block into a stepping stone to better English. I'll give you the meaning of the verb and an example, and then I'll get you to ask a question. Abide by means to act according to a rule, a law, or agreement. For example, if in your department you were carrying out research, you would be given a list of rules that you had to keep to. You could say, "We had to abide by the hospital's ethical rules for our research." Now ask a question, beginning with what did. What did we have to abide by? Account for means to give an explanation for something, so you account for something. If you are working on a project in your department and you require materials, you could say, "We have to account for all the materials we use." Now ask a question with what do. What do we have to account for? Act up is an informal expression and is one you could hear your patient use. It means not to work as it should. For example, the patient said his back was acting up. It was giving him trouble. Now ask a question with what did. What did the patient say was acting up? Act up can also mean to behave badly. So, you could say the children were acting up. Adhere to means to behave according to a rule, law, or instructions. Abide by is more of a rule or law, while adhere to would also include instructions. For example, the patient was told to adhere to a strict diet. Now ask a question with what was. What was the patient told to adhere to? Agree to and agree with both mean to consent, but they are used differently. You agree to something, but you agree with someone. So you could say, the patient agreed to undergo the treatment, and they agree with my opinion. Now ask a question with the first sentence. Begin with what did. What did the patient agree to? Now ask a question with the second sentence. Begin with what do. What do they agree with? Allow for means to consider something when making a plan or calculation. This could be a delay, a mistake, or an obstacle of some sort. You could say, the doctor allowed for setbacks in the patient's recovery time. Now ask a question with what did. What did the doctor allow for? Let's go over the verbs again that we have seen. Abide by, account for, act up, adhere to, agree with, and allow for. Here is a quick tip to help fix these verbs in your memory. Take each of the verbs and give the sentence used in the example. This is a really useful exercise to show you if you can use the verb in the right context when you want to use it. Pause and do it orally. English Skills for the Medical Profession is a complete course to take your English to the next level. There is a link below so you can check it out. Don't forget to like, leave comments, share and subscribe. Do you know that studying by yourself is one of the most effective ways of learning? So, until next time, keep educating yourself.